Hello everyone, hope you all are fine and doing your studies well. Today we are going to start new chapter accounting from incomplete records or single entry system. Yes, till now we were discussing about double entry system according to which both the aspect of a transaction debit and credit are recorded with equal amount. One more system of recording transactions in the books of account is there, that is known as single entry system. Under single entry system, both the aspect of a transactions may not be recorded like a double entry system, but in this system, the cash book and personal account of debtor and creditors are recorded. Okay, so accounting records that are not maintained according to double entry system is known as accounts from incomplete record or single entry system of accounting. So what are the reasons why do some of the businessmen follow single entry system? In this regard, we can say that it is a very simple method of recording business transactions and it is very less expensive because there is no need to take the services of a specialized persons, means they don't have to hire accountants to do the to record the transactions. So it is less expensive and it is suitable for small businesses like you can say कि very few assets जिनके पास होती हैं या जिनकी very less liabilities होती हैं, for those small businesses it is very useful. And in this way also, if a businessman is following this method of recording transaction, the profit and loss to calculate is very easy. So to ascertain the profit and loss, only the proprietor, what they are doing, businessmen, they are just looking into the capital in the beginning and capital at the end, and by comparing these two things they can come to know about the profit and loss. There are two methods to calculate the profit and loss. Number one is a statement of affair method and number two is conversion method. We will discuss first of all a statement of affair method. But first of all, I will just tell you ki how the small businessmen calculate their profit and loss. So as I told you that this is the just comparison between the capital at the end and capital in the beginning. Like for example, in the beginning 1st April the capital has introduced 1 lakh and at the end 31st March if they have seen the capital was 1,70,000. So what is the difference here? That is 70,000. So 70,000 is what? That is profit. So to calculate the profit, the small businessman, they prepare a statement of profit and loss that is shown in front of you. So in this statement of profit and loss they write owner's equity at the end. Owner's equity means owner's capital at the end, like I have given you example 1,70,000. In this we have to add drawing during the year, drawing what they have used for the personal expenses, less you have to do additional capital, and after doing these both the things you will get the adjusted owner's capital at the end. After this you have to subtract owner's capital in the beginning, and what will be the difference? If it is positive it is profit, if it is negative then it is loss. So what is the basic principle here? Capital at the end, how it comes कि जितनी capital beginning में लगाई है कैपिटल में प्रॉफिट ऐड कर दीजिए एंड यू जस्ट सब्ट्रैक्ट द लॉस, ऐड एडिशनल कैपिटल एंड माइनस ड्रॉइंग। ओके, सो कैपिटल एट द एंड बेसिकली आती कैसे है कि ओपनिंग कैपिटल इफ़ अ बिजनेस मैन हैज़ इंट्रोड्यूस इन द बिगनिंग 1 लाख रुपी एंड उसमें क्या करना है, इफ़ प्रॉफिट है तो उसे ऐड कर दीजिए बिकॉज कैपिटल इंक्रीजेज विद द प्रॉफिट। अगर लॉस हुआ है तो डिक्रीज हो जाएगी कैपिटल, तो लॉस को आपने क्या करना है, माइनस कर देना है। द सेम वे अगर एडिशनल कैपिटल आपने लगाई है और कैपिटल लगाई है तो उसे ऐड कर दीजिए। ड्राइंग से हमेशा कैपिटल क्या होती है, रिड्यूस होती है। तो यहाँ पे इफ़ anything has withdrawn from the business for personal use, that is drawing, it should be subtracted. So if you are using this formula, you are getting the capital at the end. Now if we have to find the profit and loss, we will just move from the back to front. Okay, means एट द एंड ऑफ द ईयर जो कैपिटल है उसमें आपने क्या करते जाना है, उसमें आपने ड्राइंग को ऐड कर देना है, एडिशनल कैपिटल को माइनस कर देना है, एंड यू हैव टू सब्ट्रैक्ट ओपनिंग कैपिटल also, so you will get the profit or loss. I think it is clear to all of you. Yes children, now here some of the practical problems have been shown in front of you. It is advisable कि first you can pause the video and note down these practical problem, and later you can tally your answer with the given solution. In this way you can get the confidence. Yes children, in this one the Mahesh has withdrawn cash as well as goods for the personal use. So how this total drawing will be calculated, it is shown in the working note ahead. Yes children, in this one question they have given that he had withdrawn 20,000 per month beside goods of the sale value of rupees 60,000. So here total drawing is he is withdrawing 20,000 per month. 20,000 per month. So in a year, how many months are there? That is 12. So here the 2,40,000 drawing is there, and beside this they are withdrawing the goods also. So that goods are also will be added in the drawing, but the selling price they have given of goods rupees 60,000. So beta ji, always keep in mind that whenever the drawing has been made, the drawing is always made at the price at which it has been purchased. So we have to find here what is the cost price. So you have read in earlier previous classes also, SP is equal to CP plus profit. So here SP has been given 60,000. We don't know what is the CP, so I have assumed it, let it be X, and cost plus 50%. Cost plus 50% means 50% is the profit of he has charged. So here it will be profit किस पे चार्ज करते हैं, always you have done that it has been charged on CP. So profit will be 50 over 100 X. Now if I take here LCM, that will be 100. So here it is 100x plus 50x is equal to 60,000. Okay beta ji. So here you can see it will be 60,000 equal to 150 over 100x. The value of x will be here 60,000 into 100 by 150. If I just cut by 25, it will be 25 4s are 25 6s are 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6, so 3 2s are 6. So here the x value is 22s are 40,000 rupee, and what I have assumed here x, that is CP. So cost price of the goods is 40,000, and the selling price is 60,000. So the goods which the proprietor has withdrawn, the cost price of those goods are 40,000. So here what will be the total drawing? Earlier he has withdrawn cash of rupees 2,40,000 and he has withdrawn goods of rupees 40,000. So here the total drawing is 2,80,000. So in this way, in this question you can calculate the drawing. Is this clear to all of you how the it can be calculated? It can be calculated by just adding the goods worth rupees it has been withdrawn, as well as it has been withdrawn of cash also. So 2,40,000 plus 40,000, it is 2,80,000.